6-game ban. What the hell did you think you were doing?
Do you have any idea the kind of harm this does to the club's image? You can't just go around hitting people because they've wound you up during a game.
I know. So why did you do it? Come in.
Sorry to interrupt, but this fax came through for you, Mrs. Block. Thanks, Nikki. I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse me.
Sit down.
Hey up, here comes trouble.
Walking down the aisle.
Just one thing after another with you, isn't it?
So, what?
Do you think I've got nothing better to do than run around clearing up your mess?
Mrs. Block, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really? How do you explain this, then?
I don't believe it. You know, if you were my boss, I'd be calling you every name under the sun.
I'm so proud of you.
What? What is it?
I've been called up to the England under-21 squad.
Right, lads, let's get him.
Mind his legs.
Linda.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Fletch.
Look, I heard what Sam Irving said to you.
Sam? What did you...
Oh, Mrs. Block, down at Studs tonight, 8 o'clock, I'm buying all the drinks, be there.
I'll try. What, have you told Lisa?
No, I'm gonna wait until, like, I see you face-to-face and stuff, right? Okay, see you later, see you, Fletch. Thank you, David! You're man!
Look, I heard him say he loved you. Are you having an affair with him?
No.
Well, do you love him?
No. I don't know. Fletch, we can't talk about this here.
What about us, then?
I don't know, Fletch. Listen.
No, it don't matter. Forget it.
I take it you've heard about Danny?
Yep.
You should have seen his face when I told him.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it was a picture. I wish I had a camera.
I'm so pleased you're having a nice day.
So you're going to tell me what's going on, or what?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, come on. You've barely said 2 words to me over the last few...
What's the point? It's not as if you actually take any notice of anything I say.
I'm sorry?
Allow me to refresh your memory. She isn't ready to run this club, Sam, and I'm not sure she'll ever be.
So you're angry with me because your father asked my opinion and I gave it to him. Listen, Claudia, I'm sorry if I offended you. I really am. But if you bothered to listen to me properly, you might have heard I said your daughter is too nice a person to run this club right now. But with your ability, you'd always have a place here. And I suggest in the future, if you're going to eavesdrop on other people's private conversations, at least do it properly, all right?
Linda? Linda, I want you to call the FA and arrange an appeal.
On what grounds? Has Stevie given you a reason?
Well, he says he was wound up because he was playing so badly. And in a moment of frustration, he lashed out to hit the ball, and that guy's head just happened to be in the way.
Yeah, well, if he tells them that, then they'll probably increase his ban for wasting their time.
Well, can we discuss it?
What, now? I've got a board meeting in 15 minutes.
Oh, tonight, dinner.
I can't do it tonight, Patrick, I'm sorry.
Well, look, it's got to be soon, otherwise...
Oh, Linda, there you are. Morning, Patrick.
Sam?
I've booked a table for dinner tonight. Nice little restaurant just outside Harchester. I thought I might pick you up, I don't know, about...
Sam, I'm sorry, I'm having a meeting with Patrick tonight. You know, about the Stevie Shaw nightmare. Listen, I'd invite you, but we'd probably bore you to tears, wouldn't we? I'll see you later.
6 games is way over the top. We can cite examples, similar examples by other players who got nowhere near as much.
I'm sorry to be the devil's advocate, Patrick, but do you really think I was trying to hit the wall is going to wash with the FA?
If we can convince them that there was no intention to harm a West Ham player, then yes, I think there is a chance. I mean, we've got to give it a go. So even 1 game off would be worth it. Do you want to ask him over?
No, I don't think he'd want to.
You sure? Well, it seems a bit rude if we don't.
No, he's all right.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. What's this?
My new business plan for the next season. I think we should build a new stand.
Excuse me?
Derby County and Leicester City are both in relegation trouble. If they go down, Aston Villa, Could be the only Premiership club in the Midlands. It's a big opportunity. Dad.
Sorry, what were you saying?
So the money we invested would be paid back, but...
Ah, Cal.
Mr. Irving, Claudia?
I hear the plaster's about to come off.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, thank God for that, because we need you back. Anyway, look, you enjoy your evening, eh?
Thanks.
You not at Danny's drinks, then?
Ericsson could still make the call, Fletch.
Nah, too much time off this season, you know, with this and...
The try-on. I'm sorry, Fletch.
That doesn't matter. Excuse us.
Linda, I'm going to have to make a move. I've still got a couple of calls to make.
No, why don't you look at the dessert menu? The creme brulee here is to die for. Go on.
We could break even on the newsstands in 2 seasons and... Dad. Have you heard a word I've been saying for the last hour and a half?
Oh, sorry, sweetheart. It's jet lag, you know.
No, you've been staring at her all evening. Dad, I've been up all night preparing these. I am trying to prove to you that I can run this place when she goes to prison. You know, but instead of doing me the courtesy of listening to me, you're just writing me off. Because Linda says I'm not up to it.
Darling, I'm hardly going to ignore her opinion, am I? She's had years of experience in this business.
Like that's the only reason. Face it, Dad. She's hypnotised you. If she told you to jump off a cliff, you'd probably do it.
Oh, look, I can do without this. Could you send a bottle of that up to my suite, thanks?
That it? You're going?
I am tired. Good night, kiddo.
So you'll call the FA tomorrow?
What? Yeah, of course I will. I'll get this.
Why do I get the feeling I'm being used?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Excuse me. What do you know? Stood up by my own father. You don't mind if I join you? Let's get seriously trashed, shall we?
Claudia, I've been thinking. We should get Danny Rawson to record something for Club Call about his England call-up. And also we need photos of him with England for the next programme.
I'm on it.
You don't look in. Heavy night?
I was with Fletch. He certainly knows how to show a girl a good time.
Oh?
Well, it was a waste of time talking to my father. Since you told him I was an idiot, he wouldn't even look at my business plan.
Now you know that's not true.
I want you to talk to him again. Tell him I can do the job.
Claudia, it isn't fair of you to put me in this situation.
I'm not being fair. Maybe you should try being fair to my father.
I beg your pardon?
I don't suppose you've told him you've been sleeping with Carl Fletcher. And don't bother denying it. Fletcher was so drunk last night, he told me all about it.
Any idea 4 years later that it would become what it's become?
It started off as an idea to make one of the most exciting 10 days imaginable in Whistler Resorts, and I work with it.
How's your own?
Fine. What can I do for you?
Is Stevie here?
You're after him too, are you? That makes a hat trick.
Don't be cheap, Fletch. What did you say to Claudia Irving last night?
What?
She claims you told her we're having an affair.
What, I told her? She plonks herself down at my table next to my date. She proceeds to get herself drunk, then starts babbling on about you, me and her dad.
What exactly did she say?
I don't know, all right? Something about how convenient it is that you live next door and how we could sneak from one house to another.
She saw you. What are we going to do?
Is that your only concern? Keeping it quiet so Sam Irving don't...
Stevie Shaw, just the man I want to see. The FA have been on the phone about your appeal hearing. Apparently they want to move it forward for tomorrow.
Fine.
Fine? Is that all you can say after everything Pat's done for you? You want to pull your socks up, Stevie. Otherwise you'll be flushing your whole career down the toilet. Speak to you later, Fletch. Sorry, Zoe, I got caught up in town. Traffic was murder. What am I late for?
Actually, nothing.
Nothing.
Your diary's been cleared.
What?
G'day, Linda.
You frighten the life out of me.
I've cancelled all your appointments. Everything's been cleared. Because we need to talk. Look, whatever you think about what I said it. And we have to deal with it.
Sam, it's just that the timing isn't really right at the moment. I mean, I'm finding it hard to look to my future anyway, and when I do, I just see a prison cell.
Yeah, I realise that.
It's hard to think about or consider anybody else in my life right now.
I understand that.
And we have a really good relationship anyway. I don't want to jeopardise it.
Can I get a word in? Look, if you want to just erase the whole thing, we can.
What do you mean?
Pretend I never said it. No awkwardness, no trying to avoid me. So, look, I completely understand the situation you're in, and I'm the last person that wants to cause you any undue headaches. So seriously, let's just forget it and go back to the way we were. It was unprofessional of me anyway. So, that's what we'll do.
Okay.
Right. Right, well, I better be going. Haven't you got some things you should be doing?
Yeah, well, I want to say...
Ah, there you are. It's nearly time. You okay?
Bit nervy, but yeah, I'll be all right. The ref will have his say, then we'll be asked to give our version, and that's where Linton will come in.
You what?
Linton's agreed to speak for you today.
What the hell's this got to do with him?
All right, Stevie.
Right, gentlemen, we're ready for you now.
Well, go on then.
Hey, good luck, yeah? He was actually trying to hit me and not the opposing player.
Would you care to elaborate?
In the days leading up to the game in question, the gaffer brought in a psychologist for us to talk to. Me and Stevie went in and saw her together, and I think a lot of raw feelings were brought up, and this spilled over into the incident. See, as we were going out to kick off for the second half, I said something which Stevie misheard, thought I was goading him about the past and, you know, winding him up, and he reacted by trying to hit me.
Mr. Shaw, do you concur with what Mr. Alexander is putting forward as your defence?
Yeah.
I said that'd be worthwhile.
So you did. Remind me to listen to you in future.
Mrs. Block?
Your evidence swung that.
I'm just glad I could help Stevie out, that's all.
It was the best result we could have hoped for, getting reduced to a 3-match ban.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Right, there should be a car waiting for us downstairs.
I'll make my own way home.
But the car will take you straight to the training ground.
Hello, Claudia. Yeah, no, I've just lost track of time. I know, 7:45 kickoff. I'll be there soon, all right? Okay, bye-bye. Are you going to make a habit of this?
Come on, get in. I know I said I'd back off, but I can't.
Sam?
I've been thinking, it's not enough to say that I love you. You need some stability in your life. To know that even if you do go to prison, there is a life waiting for you when you get out. Linda, would you marry me? You don't have to give me an answer yet. Well, it's a bit much to expect a life-changing decision to be made in a lift, isn't it? You remember that castle we stayed at in the Highlands? Well, I've taken the liberty of booking you a week's holiday. Plane tickets, booking references, numbers, it's all there. And yes, the place does have Sky Sports.
I can't just leave in the middle of a season, Sam.
You seem to forget that I'm your boss. Linda, anyone can see that you need a holiday. Now, my driver is waiting downstairs to take you home so you can pack.
You're impossible. Thank you.
No, don't thank me. What I want when you come back is an answer. You think about it, eh?
Mrs. Block, Mr. Irving asked me to give you these.
Would you put them in the car for me, please, David?
I'm waiting outside.
Thanks. Hi, Zoe.
Hello. Did you have a nice time in Scotland?
Well, a warm, sunny beach would have been better. But it was nice all the same.
Why sack me? Stevie was the one who broke Fletcher's arm.
Why can't you just be reasonable?
You aren't reasonable. I'll get my solicitor to contact you.
Would one of you mind explaining what the hell's going on, please?
Claudia sacked me. Now I'm suing the club for wrongful dismissal.
Claudia, in my office, please.
Dad left me in charge. What was I supposed to do?
Is this yours?
Yeah, sorry. It was Patrick's idea. Sorry. He thought Nicky was the reason that they were at each other's throats. He didn't want her around, so I let it go.
Without asking personnel for advice. So you fired an employee that's been here for over 2.5 years without giving her a written warning. Would you send her in, please, Claudia, so I can offer her a job back? And you better hope she accepts, because right now she's legally entitled to sue us for unfair dismissal. It's yours. What are you doing here?
Saw a light on. She left the computer on as well.
No, I mean, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah, I was. But I came back.
Right. Why don't we, go and have a quick drink? Could probably both do with one.
What's that funny smell?
Well, it wasn't me.
The drains aren't blocked, are they?
Ah. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have left it there.
Perhaps I should hang on to this. Just for safekeeping. I don't know if you've decided not to.
No. I was just looking at it, that's all. Been thinking about what you said. In fact, I've been, thinking of nothing else in Scotland. Sam, I might as well be straight with you. I haven't made a decision yet. I know it sounds like a cliche, but, need more time.
Linda, relax. I didn't come here looking for you. I'm still on Melbourne time. I just came to get some work done.
Oh, right.
In fact, I'm only going to be around for a couple of days. Then I'm going back down. So, you can have all the time you need.
How much?
Hello?
Claudia, would you like to come in here a minute, please?
Yep.
Could you explain this?
Oh, Patrick said we had to hire Dr. Mackenzie. We needed a sports psychologist for the cup games coming up. I just did what he asked.
Without checking what other clubs paid for this kind of service. Most clubs hire psychologists once, maybe twice a week. Never full-time. Certainly not for 100 grand a year. And accommodation and car.
It's what she said was normal.
I bet she did. And you believed her without negotiating. Claudia, you seem to have spent this whole week doing what other people have told you to do. The chief executive is everybody else's boss. She doesn't take other people's word for things. Not even when it's a manager.
So Claudia screws up again. You must be pleased.
Claudia, no.
So she made a couple of mistakes.
A couple? Sam, she nearly sold Stevie short.
You wanted her to realise she wasn't up to doing your job. Well, I think she pretty much got that message.
I nearly lost a team coordinator. And I got a psychologist I didn't want for an astronomical wage. It's not funny.
I know. Look, I'm sorry if my being the overindulgent father has left you with a mess to clear up. I'll be happy to talk to this exorbitant shrink, if you like. Renegotiate his contract.
Her contract.
Better still.
Oh, please. What are you going to do? Hit her with the urban charm?
There are people out there who are still susceptible, you know. In fact, I think I might take her out to dinner tonight.
Claudia? Do you know anything about Nicky Pegg's resigning?
It wasn't my fault.
Well, I wasn't accusing you.
That's a change.
Look, your father threw you in at the deep end and you screwed up. Anybody would have done the same. I certainly did in my first week here. You've had an exhausting time. Go home and get some rest. I'll ring Nicky and see if I can't get her to change her mind again.
Thanks, Linda.
Yeah, but Nicky, if resigning's your way of getting back at the club, and to Claudia...
No, it isn't, honestly. Look, I've been at the club for nearly 3 years, and Linton's offering me such a great opportunity.
But I thought you loved your job.
Yeah, but Linton says that 2 years is long enough for a first job. It's time to put my career first.
Linton says.
Look, I've made my decision, Linda. I won't leave you in the lurch. I'll work at my notice.
And we can celebrate. Linda, what are you doing here?
Oh, nothing, just some last-minute stuff. You know how it is.
Ah, I was just giving our newest employee the guided tour. You two have met, haven't you?
No. Linda Block.
Gemma Mackenzie. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mrs. Block.
Really?
Shouldn't we be out there? I missed the kickoff already.
Archester desperate for a goal now to get back into the game. Alexander! It's been that sort of game for Harchester United.
Coming in. Can't stay out here forever, you know.
Want to bet? You know, whilst we were in the FA Cup, I thought I had a chance of beating the murder charge. Stupid, eh? Now that's gone. I don't know, maybe I should just plead guilty and get it over and done with, eh?
Listen, you can't just give up like that. I won't let you.
Not even you can promise me that I'll get off.
No. But I can promise you that no matter what happens, I will wait for you. And that one day you and I will lift that FA Cup together. No matter what happens. Linda.
Sam, about your proposal.
I guess I should take that back.
What?
The ring?
Maybe you should. If you're going to ask me properly, though I will keep you to the promise of lifting the FA Cup.
What? Linda, would you do me the honor of marrying me?
Of course I will. You stupid fool.